Incels suffer from the 7 deadly sins. One being lust. Lust is one of the biggest things that incels seem to suffer with. This one is obvious because, they greatly desire to be with the opposite gender, to have relations with the opposite gender. And, they come up with these, wacky theories on, why they can't get laid, or how they can get laid. Stuff of that nature. The next one is greed. Of course, if you go on incel forums, you'll see a lot of this stuff called gym maxing. Suffix that basically like words with suffixes that end in maxing, as greatly enhancing your assets. That could be considered greed because you're like trying to overachieve something you don't technically need. The next one will be, this is in no particular order, obviously. The incels also deal with envy. This is probably the biggest thing that incels deal with. The next thing, this is probably the biggest sin that incels deal with, envy, the evil eye. I mean, they have this whole ideal of Chad. Basically, if you don't have the best jaw, if you don't have the best muscles, the best height, the best bone structure, click, wink, wink. Basically, you have no chance of getting laid. And I mean, how the hell did you guys all spawn here? I mean, you clearly came from, families that had subhuman, quote unquote, subhuman-like traits, which you guys like to. I mean, I'm not even saying this because I'm like far from an incel. I'm somewhat of an incel myself. These are just observations with lots of hints. The next thing would be wrath. Incels deal with a lot of wrath, anger, frustration. Of course, a lot of this frustration is directed to women, but not just them. A lot of it is directed to themselves. There's also pride. Probably after an incel has went many years without, getting any sort of female attraction, he'll have to compensate for that. A lot of people, that's just the way of coping. That's a popular word in the incel community. Cope. Maybe one of the ways to cope is to, be proud that you never had any female attraction because you're above that, quote unquote. But yeah, that deals with pride. Next thing would be gluttony. There's a lot of fat cells. Maybe if you lose some weight, you might get some. Who knows? Try it and see. This is also another big thing. Sloth. Laziness. I mean, honestly, if maybe the whole self-improvement thing, or just take a shower, bro. Just make more money, bro. Just go to the gym, bro. Maybe that has some truth to it. I mean, a lot of incels claim that they've tried everything and, nothing. I mean, who knows? I mean, I don't know. I'm still fairly young, so I haven't really tried everything. I'm not really ready to just, call myself a true cell or it's over. But here's the big thing, like, ever notice how a lot of incels will be like, why don't women make the first move? That's your sloth sin kicking in.